Good afternoon, my friends. It's been a couple weeks since I made a video, and I thought I'm kind of in the mood to make some cookies. But you know, I have to make gluten-free cookies. I don't have to, but yeah, I have to. But I have made these cookies. You know what these are? These are called Crescent Cookies. And I've made them gluten-free. I found a recipe that's so very simple to make them, and they come out great, and they taste like the real thing. So you'll see in different recipes, regular cookies that are crescent cookies. They're crescent shaped. Of course, my little next door neighbor who's 6 years old, I offered her one and she said, it looks like a boomerang. Well, she's right, because I made them kind of big. I mean, I'm not doing too good at this, but it takes a while. You have to kind of shape them into like a crescent. Okay, one thing at a time. Okay, so I started out this morning with my sugar. I have to put in, let me just make sure I've got my thing here. A third cup of granulated sugar with 1 stick of butter. And I usually have softened butter that I keep out and it gets nice and soft, so I put it in my mixer. So I've already done that, so it's right in there and it's ready to go, and I've already beat it up so I wouldn't be talking too softly for you. So that's the one step. Now the next step is to make it gluten-free. You have to use gluten-free flour. So what I have here, I have almond flour and I have King Arthur measure flour, and it calls for, and this recipe has like six things in it that tell you what to put in it. So easy. Okay, so in this this mix with the sugar and the butter, I added 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, and I beat it up real good, so it's been beaten up in there. Okay, now the next thing it calls for is 3/4 of a cup of almond flour and 3/4 of a cup of measure flour. So here's my little scoop here is 3/4 of a cup. So I'm going to take my scoop and even it out and put 3/4 of a cup of almond flour in my mixer. Kind of gently set it on top of the butter mixture that you just made. Okay, that's done. Then I have to put in 3/4 of a cup of measure. Here it is, and I set that also on top of that almond mixture that I just put in there. And then along with that, let me see, I think that's basically everything. So now we kind of like mix them together. Very gently, let them combine together like so in the mixer. Okay. And the next step is going to be to just start this thing running again and let it mix up. Nice and slow. I started off nice and slow until it starts to get like a dough. And once it gets like a dough, then we start to shape these into cookies. Okay? So it takes a little bit of time for this to go on. So I'm going to keep mixing this and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. It took about 5 minutes to mix it up into like a dough. See? And it doesn't make a whole lot. So the first time I made this, I made a double batch. And I got quite a few cookies out of it, but I was making them too big. So what it basically says to do is to get this dough into like a ball, if you can. Let me just I have a paper plate over here that I'm just going to set the dough, take it out of this mixer bowl because it's so awkward to work with. See, this is about the amount that you get. It looks like a lot, but it's really not that much. Okay, we got that in there. Okay, that's the end of that. So now what I'll do, I have my oven set at 350, and these only take about, 12 minutes to cook? 15 minutes to cook. Once they're done, once they're baked and ready to go. So what I'm going to do is move this stuff over here, and I can show you what I've done so far, okay? That's nothing. I've not done nothing. I've done nothing so far. Okay, hold on. All right. Oh, let's move that over here. Okay, so here we go. So what it says to do is get your little scoop, which is about, oh my gosh, quite a few inches away. Let me just put you back on hold for a minute, and I will be right with you. Okay, I'm back. So to save some time, I ended up rolling the cookies and putting them on the cookie sheet. And surprisingly enough, this is how many cookies it made. Look at that. That's a lot of cookies. So what I did was, I used my little scoop here, and you could use a tablespoon. It's the same size practically. I put my dough in it. Didn't have to be perfect. My dough in it. I rolled the dough in a ball, and then I rolled it into a log. And I tried to make it so that the log would be more full in the middle than on the ends. You see what I'm doing here? So you can kind of mold it with your fingers, with your thumbs, and get it to almost like a horseshoe shape, a little bit. And I put that up there. Some of them that I started with don't look very cute, but they're going to be tasty. Let's put it that way. So, and this is my last one. And sometimes it's a little bit longer, and that's okay. As long as you have that little curve as a crescent shape, that should be fine. So what, 2, 4, 6, 12, 18, 20, about 22 cookies. That's a lot of cookies. So I'm set for 15 minutes. I'm going to put it in the oven now at 350. And what we'll do is, when it's ready to come out, I will show you the finished product and what we're supposed to do next. Okay, 15 minutes is set. I'll be back in 15 minutes. Okay. I took them out of the oven. I let them go about 5 more minutes because they're supposed to be a little bit on the brown side, but on the edges, but I find that if I cook them too long, my crust will get too brown. And see how nice that is? That crust is nice and brown. And they break very easily because, as you can see, that one broke. So, I guess I'm going to have to eat it. Well, okay. Not right now, though. Okay, so basically, now the next thing you want to do is let them cool down a little bit. That's good. That's good. It has no eggs in it. All it has is 1 stick of butter, almond flour, regular measure flour, a little bit of sugar, and vanilla extract. It doesn't have a lot of stuff in it, and it doesn't need a lot of stuff, because the next thing you're going to do, once these cool down, let me turn this oven off. Once these cool down a little bit, you're going to dip them in confectionery sugar. So let me see if I could find a little one here. This little guy. They're hot. So you face down. Okay, face down. And kind of roll it in confectionery sugar, like that. And then you take it and you put it on another piece of parchment paper so that it cools. Because they're really, really hot right now. But you can just turn them, flip them over, and that's what they look like. And notice how they spread out. Now, if you bake these and you don't want to put the confectionery sugar on and you want to say you want to use them for Christmas or the holidays, whatever, all you have to do is let them cool down, put them in a container that's got sealed, and put them in the freezer. And believe me, if in 2-3 months you take them out, it's just like you just made them. They're really, really easy to make. So we'll have this too. So this is the project I have for this afternoon. Coating them and eating them. Where's that one? Oh yeah, here's the one. Here's the one that I took. Oh, it looks like I took a bite out of it. I didn't though. But now I'm going to coat it in the sugar. It's confectionery sugar. And see, it's falling apart practically. It's good. I hope you like them because they're so easy to make. And they're gluten-free. And nobody will ever know they're gluten-free. That's what I can't get over. They are so good. So I will share a few more recipes that I've been experimenting with eventually. They might be cookies. They might be dinners. We'll see. I hope you have a good day today. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.